And welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing about Bitcoin, Dogecoin. I'm going to give you an analysis, and also I'm going to give you my strategy, how to navigate the next few days because of the election, because of the Fed, the FOMC meeting, and to understand my entry point, when I'm going to buy, when I'm going to sell, and so much more. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We post one video about crypto and stocks trading every single day. Guys, I'm going to cut the chase and show you what's happening right now with Bitcoin. We had a potential double top around this area over here. We touched the previous all-time high at $73,000. We dropped down this way over here, and right now looks like Bitcoin keeps going down. And I'm going to show you something incredible. Last night, I was saying that we could have seen a rebound around this area over here at $66,900 to $67,000 for a potential long position. You can see that we touched this point over here, and then we had a beautiful rebound. And guess what, guys? With our VIP group, we were able to pick up the bottom by the ladder. You can see the full transparency over here. You can see Bitcoin long entry 66,900, 67,100, all written over here. And of course, guys, the trading results talk for themselves. Make around $600 from this trader. You can see also Daniel 53% in just a day. Also Radanovic as well, 13% trading Solana. Guys, this is the power of our VIP group. Very detailed analysis of Bitcoin altcoins every single day, all detailed over here. We also do analysis of altcoins, when to get in, when to get out. I'm going to give you stop losses, take profits, and all of that to facilitate you to make money into this crazy market. So if you want also altcoins long-term, the one that are going to explode during the alt season, guys, the VIP group is the way to go. So if you want to join, there is a nice free trailer, which I designed for you on my website over here. It's going to show you exactly what we do, who we are, and also the trading results for the past 7 months. We have over 90% winning rate on trades. So if you want to join, guys, link in the description below. But now let's go back into Bitcoin and show you what's happening right now, and I'm going to show you why the election are going to be totally irrelevant. Guys, at the moment, Bitcoin is into a potential ascending channel. As you can see from here, we keep climbing to the upside. And it looks like that from a structural point of view, there's nothing to be worried about. At the moment, we're going to have a look at something very important, which is the liquidation heat map. You probably, if you are not familiar with the liquidation heat map, it's basically the number of leveraged orders that people place when they're going to trade Bitcoin. You can see that right now. Looking at the heat map from here, I'm going to go on the model 2 to show you a little bit better. You can see that right now we have orders down to roughly $64,000 up to $72,000 to $73,000. And more orders down up to $69,500. Now, the way you have to have a look at this, it's although it seems like 50-50 from this point over here, you can clearly see, especially on the model 1, that you have very little orders going down to $65,000, $64,000, whereas you have plenty of color over here around $72,000, $73,000. And what it means that short people who are shorting, are getting louder and louder. And it means that the majority of people think that we're going to go to the downside. We're going to crash, it's going to be the end of crypto, and so much more. So what I'm going to do as a plan, as a strategy, I'm going to pretty much wait for this election to resolve, or even if I'm going to see Bitcoin dropping today and it's going to go down to roughly $65,000, $64,000, I'm going to open a position at a certain point. And of course, guys, the VIP group knows exactly where we're going to enter, because I'm expecting that after potentially reaching $64,000, $65,000, we are going to have a very big rebound. So the rebound could be going as high as 74, 75, or even as high as the extension of Fibonacci at 1.618, $81,000. So depending on Kamala Harris is going to win, Donald Trump is going to win, the support line that you have to look after at the moment, you have to see it's around the $64,000, $65,000 for a potential rebound. And nothing else. And of course, guys, if we're going to lose this level over here, there is a risk we could be going lower. But at the same time, what you need to understand is the fact that the market never moves into a straight line. You're not going to see a drop down to here like this, down to $54,000 only because Kamala Harris has won. Of course, it would be unlikely. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it would be unlikely. But what is more likely is going to be maybe a drop down to 65,000, 66,000, big bounce up to here. You can see, I'm going to go and zoom out for you zoom in for you a little bit so you can see a little bit better. You're going to see a potential push up to here, grab liquidity, and maybe another drop down to this area over here. So depends really what's going to be happening right now. Even like with the Donald Trump win, what I could be expecting could be an instant pump, maybe up to this area. We could be seeing maybe up to here, then a retracement down to this area, and then another pump from here. So right now, what I'm interested in right now is going to be if we're going to go up to 74, 75, or we're going to go to 65, 64. But as I said before, guys, I'm already into a long position from here. So I'm pretty much, feeling very, very safe. But if I was about to short or to long, I would probably wait around here or around here. And why I'm saying that we're going to see a potential pump up to here, 74, 75, if Donald Trump wins, and then another drop down to here, simply because and at the end of the week, we're going to have also the FOMC meeting. So Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve is going to decide whether we're going to cut interest rates at 25 basis points, 50 basis points. Who knows how much they're going to cut. So if we're going to cut at 25 basis points, of course, that's going to be very good for crypto. If we're going to cut 50 basis points, it's going to be extremely good for crypto. And what we could be seeing could be a pump up to $81,000. But again, guys, at the moment, there is no reason to be bearish, especially having this structure over here. You can see we are in a clear, defined channel. And this channel over here still hasn't broken down. Once we're going to break this channel over here, once you're going to see the price going down more than $65,000, then I will probably start to get a little bit concerned. But right now, we are over here, nothing has changed, and we could be seeing maybe something like this, then at least a relief pump up to $70,000 to $71,000. So again, this level over here, and then this level over here. I don't trade in the middle. Next one I want to show you guys, which is quite interesting, is about this coin over here called Dogecoin. Lots of you probably already know about Dogecoin. We, of course, lots of people have probably they have it in their portfolio. And the reason why I selected Dogecoin is because he's in a very peculiar situation. So with the win of Donald Trump, and also with the, I would say, like a flawless win of Donald Trump, remember that Elon Musk is a big endorser of Donald Trump. So potentially, Elon Musk is going to pump Dogecoin. He's always been pumping Dogecoin. So with the win of Donald Trump, we could be seeing Elon Musk pumping Dogecoin for the future. So the market makers are already putting this into consideration, and they're predicting that Doge could pump because of the news of Trump winning. But you can see that right now, Dogecoin is into a very interesting situation. He's on a multi-week breakout, which if he's going to be able to break to the upside and really break this resistance over here, what we could be seeing could be a pump up to this golden pocket area, which is actually more around here, which is around 0.37 to 0.46. And right now we are only at 0.16. So we could be seeing like a 100% push to the upside if Donald Trump is going to win, because Elon Musk, of course, is going to endorse Dogecoin. We can even see from a logarithmic scale a little bit in a better fashion that Dogecoin is actually on the verge of a breakout. So we're going to see, you can see from here on the weekly chart, we're going to go and connect these points over here to these points over here. Look at this. It's a beautiful chart. So if we're going to have a confirmation, we're going to be able to break this area over here with Dogecoin. Then what we could be seeing could be a continuation to the upside, and something like this, taking this part over here, putting it over here, and you can see that a target of roughly 0.5448 that could definitely be on the cards, which should be corresponding to a Fibonacci retracement of 61.8%. Look at the precision over here. So something like 1, 2, and then 3 up to here. But again, guys, very important, we have to break this resistance over here. If you're not going to be able to break this one, of course, nothing is going to go away. Now, why I think that also Bitcoin from, we can say, a macro point of view is going to pump in the next few weeks or so is talking about the DXY, guys, dollar currency index, strength of the US dollar compared to the euro. We've been covering this one for like a long time. We are sitting now at 103.9, and it looks like we're about to go and, of course, form this last, I would say, lower low around 97 to 96. And how this is going to happen? Well, very simple. With the Fed cutting interest rates in November and December, I think we're going to have all the doors open for a Christmas rally, for a blow off top of risk assets and the DXY to go to here, to then, of course, explode to the upside later on because of a potential recession, which could be coming, deflationary bust, I don't know how you want to call it, but we could be seeing DXY after this to ramp up to the upside and then form, of course, going up as 120 or 121. So if you have US dollars, guys, you're going to be very happy. And the next one I want to show you guys, very important, the US, I'm going to show you actually the 2 years treasury yield. There's the government bonds, very important as well. But you can see that right now we have formed a head and shoulder. This head and shoulder is pretty much, retesting over here. We are probably ready for the rejection from this previous neckline. And if it's going to go down, it's going to go against around this area over here, sitting at 2.8 to 3%. And what it means that investors are going to take money away from fixed income, put them into risk assets like stocks and crypto and so much more. And of course, then that we should be seeing an explosion to the upside. The last one I also want to show you today, I would say the last one I'm going to show you is the NASDAQ, but also I would say even better, the S&P 500. S&P 500 as well is into like a blow off top phase. We can see that right now we are pretty much pumping like there is no tomorrow. We can see from here, which is connecting to few points around this area. Now some people are saying that we have found the top. This is the top of the bull market for the S&P 500, and the thing is, they could be right. I'm not saying that I got the absolute truth and we're going to now pump to 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. I don't know how you want to call it, but at the same time, I would like you to be open-minded that we could be seeing a blow-off top coming soon. And as a target for the S&P, it might be over, but it might still be, there's still room to go to the upside, especially if you're going to go from here, maybe have a rejection from here, and then have one last leg to 6,300, 6,400. And why am I saying that? Is because the Federal Reserve is into like an easy cycle mode. They're probably going to start to cut rates. And in general, when that happens, that's very positive for risk assets, for stocks. So I can't really see right now the S&P 500 topping around this area over here. It could definitely be happening. It could be going down, this way and then go up again. But right now, I don't see any signs of weakness as yet for the stock market and crypto. And the last thing, guys, of course, with Bitcoin USDT on the weekly, we can also see weekly or even monthly chart. Some people are suggesting that we are seeing a potential rejection to the downside. Then it's over. We're pretty much mimicking 2020, 2021. In my opinion, here it looks more of a 2019 style. I'm going to show you 2019, 2020 style. Sorry, guys. So I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the chart over here, and looks like, in my opinion, that we are mimicking more what happened in 2019, 2020. You can see we had a breakout from here in 2020. Then we had a correction, retest from here, and then boom. Even from here, you can see breakout, maybe correction, and then we should be able to go to the upside. And the target, as lots of people know, I'm always, very loud about this target. I'm thinking about in between probably 90,000 to 115,000 for Bitcoin. I don't really care about that because I'm going to sell probably around 90K. But for those of you who are thinking to sell a little bit higher, that's what I think it could be going down to. But looking at the chart from here, guys, looks very identical, the structure. And I don't see right now any reason why we should be going down and have a catastrophic crash or something like that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any question, but also if you want to learn our strategy, like the way we think as well, you can go on my website, watch a free masterclass I designed for you guys, how to make 20+% per month in under 4 hours per week. And I'm going to teach you my strategy, which enabled me to make to transform actually $200,000 into 1.1 million in 2023, and how you could do too. But also I'm going to teach you how to identify crypto stocks that could multiply 300%, 1000% in just one year. And of course, guys, you will not regret it. It's a free masterclass, so enjoy, please. And if you have any comment, please leave a comment down below. But otherwise, I'm going to see you in the next video.